Yeah, that sounds
if
good.
there's if there's a couple shows that I would have loved to be a part of is like obviously anybody in their right mind would always love to be a part of a Michael Jackson show. So that's definitely something that I would love to do. I'm a fan of shows. I'm a fan of like people like putting together shows and performances and having different things going on in their shows and stuff like that. And obviously if I were to, so Michael Jackson would be one. I really want to try something different too musically. So like I would really love like maybe going out with U2 because their show is incredible. And then who the third one?
It's a mind bender.
It is. I'm maybe Glow in the Dark. Kanye show. That looked like fun, a lot of fun and interesting to like the dynamics of it.
Yeah.
It was a different type of show. It wasn't really like just a straight performance. It was almost like a musical.
Yeah. That's a good question. It took me a long time to figure that out. But what else? Thanks a lot.
You just had your own back too.
What are your future plans? Like, what's?
No pun intended.
Yeah. What like? I actually had a question that had like 4 futures in it, and I didn't want to say it because it was a tongue twister, and I didn't want to mess up.
That's all good.
But what's future the Prince gonna do? Like, what's his goals for the future?
It depends. I always have different goals in different aspects of my life. And it's like, I guess as a DJ, my next goal would be to, I'm definitely living out my goal. It's just a matter of expanding on it, Like, I really enjoy seeing the world. I really enjoy traveling. And I really love traveling and DJing at the same time. So that's what I'm working on now. And I get a little bit of time to try it out. So, I'm going to head over to Europe in April and go back there and enjoy it.
So like you
that's
said,
the immediate future, but I've always been interested in doing other things. I've always been interested in helping people and trying to figure out my way of changing some people's lives. So I'm working on a few things that personally that I would love to accomplish in terms of giving back and helping out.
Yeah, see, that's what I noticed. Like you aren't really focused about just the DJing. It's more like you said, you're a student of life. Like you like going to seeing different cultures. Like you just don't want to be stuck in that like DJ thing. That's what I thought you were like interesting. I thought that was very interesting about you. Like you didn't just want to be labeled just as a DJ. You kind of wanted to like go to different parts of the world. You like culture, and it was just interesting to.
Because I mean, some people were made to be DJs, like some guys like I meet DJs all the time, and it's like that's all they've ever wanted to do, and that's all they've ever wanted to be a part of, and it's just like I just happen to be a person that found himself here, it's like I've always liked a lot of different things. I love DJing, I love DJing, but I love DJing. It's a little different, a lot of guys love DJing because it's the art. They love the music. They love the feeling of being behind turntables and scratching and those things. I just more love being a part of music because of, where it reaches and, the way it touches people and, seeing people dance and have a good time and enjoy themselves.
It's just like what we do, like when we're on the radio, we just don't, I just don't want to get stuck as like a radio broadcaster. I love hip hop and it's just, in the future, I'd like to do a couple of different things. It's just like you're sitting in the studio and you just want people listening to, to laugh with you, you just want to show them what real hip hop is, because that's what you really like. You fell in love with music, and it's just you want your listeners and other people to get what you're thinking and get your thoughts and opinions. So I kind of think radio broadcasting and DJing are kind of alike. It's just we control we don't really control, but we're that outlet for listeners to see to hear what we think is music. So.
Yeah, which is fair enough. It's just you just got to be able to. I think the most important thing is you got to be able to grow and in different facets of your life, you're always gonna have different opportunities and you're gonna meet different people and at one point in your life, you might wake up one morning and be like, you know what, I don't love hip hop anymore. You know?
Yeah, you might. Did you think hip hop died?
You look shocked when I said that. You just like, me, no.
Because I love it too
I'm gonna love
much.
hip hop for the rest of my life.
Did you think
But
hip
you
hop died?
can't say that though. You really can't say that. You can't say that you can actually love you until you live it out and until you live the rest of your life, and that's when you can say I'll love hip hop for the rest of my life. You know, because it's like at the end of the day, it's like some people right now there's people who could have loved hip hop more than you and don't love hip hop anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, you know, everything evolves, everything changes. It's like sometimes you hold on to like, you know, like I know guys who are diehard J fans. You know, they loved Reasonable Doubt in Volume 1 and then, you know, they heard Blueprint 3 and they're just like, that's not the same J film. Yeah. You know, it's like different people have different things, you know?
Do you have a certain album or a certain artist that like is your favorite?
No. I try to enjoy everything. Music's hard, man. It's hard to pick favorites. Yeah. You know, like to me, if I were to pick a favorite, I'd pick a favorite for a different reason. It wouldn't be anything music related. It would just have to be like, for example, like Juicy is an incredible song to me, and it resonates in my life, and it'll be something that I'll always remember because I remember in '94 when that song was out, you know? I remember not knowing much about rap music, and that song was out, you know, and all the older guys in my neighborhood were like rapping all the words, and you know, they're talking about this guy, he's so good, you know, and everybody's talking about Ready to Die, and there's these posters of like this baby, and it's like, that moment meant a lot to me, you know, it's like, so I'll always remember that. I remember Carter 3, I remember, you know, Drake just getting involved in this whole circle. I remember Carter 3 posters and the same thing. It's just like, I remember the same campaigns, like everywhere you went, it was Carter 3, and then I remember like, you know, everybody's like made this huge thing about it. Oh man, how much records is Wayne gonna sell? Wayne was the hottest thing on earth. And then he dropped Lollipop, and then he dropped Millie, and it's just like, it was an exciting time, and I'll always remember that, you know, I'll always remember that time. It's just like, so that's how I pick favorites. It's like what you know, how I felt about it, and how excited I was.
I can say that, that's a good way of explaining it. Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. It was a fun time. Actually,
What's your
one
favorite
more thing.
album?
My favorite album, I'm gonna say that's a tough one, but I'm gonna say Not As Matter. It's just when I first heard it, it was just, I thought there was something about his like lyrics. I like the flows, I like the moods.
Yeah, that's one record you don't ever have to explain why you like.
Yeah, it's just that certain. It's just like that's the album. It's just that good.
You're Illmatic too?
I don't have an overall favorite, but I mean I like a variety of. I like more underground stuff. You know, Shout Out of London. You ever heard of it? Pretty good. I like a lot of underground more than more mainstream stuff. So.
Is that like a choice?
Yeah, I don't know. I know
there's some people like, and they're just like, yo, I like underground music.
Because what you hear,
because it's underground music.
What you hear on the radio, it's just so repetitive all the time.
Yeah.
And then when you get
if you listen to radio, though.
Yes.
Or if you listen to Real Talk Hip Hop, just play that.
That's why they would play.
But honestly, that'd have to be. And plus, with me, it's just certain songs I believe get me through different struggles.
Mm-hmm.
Like there might be a song where I'll be going through this, and then at that moment will be the song that's my favorite song, just because I was going through a certain situation, and that artist had a song that really helped me go through it. So it's just music's music. Like I just think music's just artistic.
Like Waka Flocka Flame.
Waka Flocka Flame. I don't know what kind of situation he got me through. Maybe some club times when he got me through, but deep situations, I know DMX helped me out slipping. Her certain situations. It's just I think certain songs just you relate to them at different periods of time. So,
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan too.
I'm a fan of music, period. So
yeah,
like I give everybody their due diligence. I know people always make that argument, like, oh, it's just real hip hop.
Real hip hop. I don't believe that, because if you really look at it, what's hip hop like? It's not like someone was sitting down and it's just like this is what hip hop was supposed to be. Hip hop is just you expressing how you're feeling, your ideas on the mic. That's what I think. I don't knock on Waka Flocka. It's just, if you don't, I think if you don't like his music, then I don't think you should judge him. I just think you should like what you like.
That's
Listen,
fair. That's exactly how I feel about it. That's good.
you have the same ideas.
Yeah.
Same idea.
I just don't scratch on the DJ.
That's how it goes, man. Well, Waka Flocka has got me out of a lot of good situations, a lot of bad situations. Get the party started with him.
Well, I hope you have a great time in sports weekend. And is there any last questions you want to?
No, I just thanks for doing this. We appreciate it a lot.
Sure. Need you to do one more thing, though. Could you just shout out Real Talk Hip Hop
I
on
can.
99.1 Cjam FM? I know that's kind of
99.1 CJAM FM. CJAM FM.
CJAM FM. Everybody gets this mixed up. Actually, you could just say shout outs to Real Talk Hip Hop on 99.1.
I mess that shit up real quick.
I'll try to get it right. You just gotta say it.
All right,
Without
shout
fixing
outs.
yourself. If you can say it, I'll be able to say
All right,
it. You
shout
haven't
out.
been able to say it so far.
Yeah, I know. I'm just tongue twisting.
How do you do it?
Shout outs to Real Talk Hip Hop on 99.1 CJAM FM.
But you're not saying the last part, right? CJAM.
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 Yeah.
Oh, CJAM FM.
Yeah. CJ.
Oh, CJAM FM.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you weren't saying that.
I wasn't.
You weren't. What's up? This is Future the Prince, and you are on Real Talk Hip Hop CJAM FM.
99.1.
99.1.
Appreciate the love.